Edge, Thursday, March the 2nd. My name is Sean Carrier. Thank you for being with us. We're fresh off a blowout victory last night in the association. The Houston Rockets absolutely obliterating the LA Clippers, putting another Bet-Edge W on the board. And we're back today to carry forward some of that momentum. A short card in the NBA, only 3 games on the slate, but a few games we actually really like. I believe we're going to post 2 picks and 2 videos today. So let's not waste any time. Let's dive right into it. The first game today we're going to break down is the OKC Thunder visiting the Portland Trailblazers. And we're going to recommend a full 1-unit selection on the OKC Thunder. A few reasons why we believe they are the side in tonight's game. So let's dive right into it. We'll start with the recent meetings. These two teams have played twice already this year. The home team winning each game. OKC winning the most recent of these matchups, 105-99, and then Portland winning 114-95 back on the 13th of December. So I really believe that this OKC team is a different team than the team Portland beat here back in December. This trade that OKC's made recently has really bolstered their roster, giving them a ton of depth and a bunch of shooting to surround Russell Westbrook, and it's just making him even more deadly. I believe he's coming off 4 consecutive triple-doubles, and he can tie Wilt Chamberlain for the second most triple-doubles all time, I believe, if he scores one tonight. This Thunder team, let's look at their recent form, and it just highlights how well they're playing right now. They're winners of 4 in a row, 7 of their last 10 games, and just diving in a little deeper, we can see that it's taking the absolute class of the NBA to beat this Thunder team right now. Their last loss came at Washington, a team that's playing as good a basketball as anybody in the league right now. The same can be said for this Golden State team. That's their second loss, and a tough loss at Indiana, 93-90, a game the Thunder easily could have won. But Indy's a very tough team, and Bankers Fieldhouse, a tough place to get a victory. So this is not a team that's struggling. All of these losses make sense to me, and I believe that this Thunder team absolutely rolling right now. Have all kinds of bet-on signs that we like to see from a team that we're going to wager on. So all kinds of great stuff we're seeing there from the Thunder, in my opinion. Getting down to this Portland side of the coin, it's the complete opposite. They are losers of 5 of their last 6 games. Their only victory in that stretch coming at Orlando. Not a great team, a team that seems to be searching for answers just as much, if not more, than this Portland Trailblazers team. And just something I'd like to highlight here. The last home game for this Portland team came all the way back on the 13th of February. So they haven't played a home game in over half a month. So definitely might look for some rust on this Blazers team tonight. Maybe just some players thankful to be home after spending so much time on the road. I definitely see that play a factor in these games sometimes. So definitely something to keep an eye on. But this Portland Trailblazers team just in a world of hurt right now, heading in the wrong direction. And they're getting a surging Oklahoma City team tonight. And they could be in for a long night at home. Getting down to the referees for tonight's affair, we've got John Goble, Gediminas Petraeus, and Josh Tiven. Josh Tiven, not my favorite official, but not my least favorite either. So I guess we don't mind that crew too much. So we'll get down to the day's rest here. There's not too much that I saw in the day's rest. Both teams coming off that NBA average 1 day of rest. OKC's got a stellar record there at 25-15 off 1 day's rest. Portland, a putrid 15-20. That's not a good record with a team that's got 2 borderline all-stars in Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. If we look at their average for, OKC scores more points on that 1 day's rest, 109-107, and give up less also, 107-110.6. So edges in offense and defense on that 1 day's rest. Definitely some positive signs. So we'll get down to the injury report here. And Victor Oladipo has been ruled out for tonight's game, so we do not expect to see him in the lineup, but he hasn't played. I believe it's in the last 3 games now, and Oklahoma City has won all 3. Alex Abrines stepping into that 2-guard role and just playing phenomenally. I believe he's shooting 50% from 3, averaging about 14 points per game in that stretch. So Abrines might be a slightly better player to have around Russell Westbrook. I'm not saying he's a better player than Oladipo, but just in that system, he seems to provide the spacing that Russell needs so much as he dives into the lane, driving and kicking. So I'm not so sure that it's a terrible thing having Abrines step in for Oladipo right now. And then looking at Portland, Ed Davis recently out for the season, still playing without Evan Turner. And I believe that loss is really, really affecting this Portland team. So we'll get to the little stat graphic here and the summary. So we can see here Portland has a slight 1.4 edge in offense per 100 possessions, but an edge nonetheless. But OKC's defensive edge here is quite a significant one. It's over a 4-point edge in defense per 100 possessions. Portland with a slight field goal percentage edge, both just at about 500. Points per shot the same at 1.2. OKC with a commanding edge in rebounding percentage, 53 to 49. We're going to highlight this edge a little bit when we get to the summary. And Portland with a small edge in the turnover percentage. That's within a point there, percentage point. So not too much there. So yeah, let's get to this summary real quick. So as we can see here, there we go. OKC has won 4 straight and 7 of their last 10 games. And Portland, the other side of the coin, has lost 5 of 6 and 7 of their last 10. This is Portland's first home game since the 13th of February, so might see a little bit of rust from this Blazers side. But these are probably my favorite points for this game. OKC with huge edges in defense and rebounding. The Thunder are actually 2nd in rebounding and 9th in defense per 100 possessions in the NBA. And when we look at Portland in those stat categories, Portland's 21st in rebounding and 26th in defense per 100 possessions in the NBA. So we're going to look for the Thunder to command significant edges in these 2 categories here. And we're going to hope that should be enough to carry them forward to a victory. And when we broke this game down just with their averages, we have OKC coming out ahead 107 to 105. And we believe this should even be magnified, as we believe that this version of the Thunder team is probably the best we've seen all year. And the version we're getting of this Portland team of late seems to be the worst that we've seen all year. They just seem to be in tough every night, and the Thunder just seem to be rolling. The last point we put here, Portland did not win a home game in January. They went 0-3. So I'm not sure how much of an edge you want to give Portland here, just being the home team. It looks like the bookmakers have baked in that 3-point edge for the home team. We're not so sure that it should be that high. We've got the Thunder winning this game, and we believe these reasons we've highlighted here are enough to pull the trigger. So we're going to put it on the board, a full 1-unit selection on the OKC Thunder. This one should definitely grow the bankroll. And we're going to post one more pick, so definitely keep an eye out for that. Check the page for our second pick. And as always, be sure to follow us on Twitter at @bet_edge. All of our picks, videos, betting tools, everything gets posted there, and it's all absolutely free. So we hope you enjoyed this pick, guys. We hope we're going to grow the bankroll together. As always, thank you for tuning in. Good night and good luck.